What's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through what's in my gym bag that I use to make sure that I get the best out of all of my sessions. Stay tuned. Right, so first up, number one is the bag itself. The bag itself is a Alphalete day bag. This bag I think cost me between 42 and 45 pounds. When it first came, I actually thought it was quite small and it wasn't going to be fit for purpose, but actually it's got quite a good bit of room in there. On one side you have a compartment that you can fit your shoes in, so you don't have to put your shoes in, your dirty shoes in with your clean clothes or with your equipment. You've got two front zip pockets here. You've also got just a little mesh pocket here. You've got mesh pockets on either end of the bag. This side again is just a normal bag. Just got a normal pocket on the end, and then it's got one normal zip pocket on the inside. It fits everything in that I need it to. I'll usually have obviously all the stuff I'm going to show you, and then also my clean clothes, because I usually go to the gym straight from work. So yeah, that's the bag. Next up we have my Inzer belt. I've only recently purchased this, and I must admit I love it. I've already hit a PB on my rack pull, which you can see on my Instagram, link below. This is, I think, $29.99 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. So it's not overly expensive. This is a medium, which I think's between a waist of 34 or 40 inches, I think. But yeah, for any kind of heavy pulls, or if you're doing deadlifts or anything, even legs, anything like that, you want a little bit of support. Helps you tuck in your core, makes you remember to engage that core when you're pulling. So yeah, highly recommend these. Next up we have my wrist straps. My wrist wraps. Again, these are from Amazon. They're nothing special, nothing fancy or expensive. I think they probably cost me no more than, say, 10 to 15 pounds. They've got the thumb loop in them. You just strap them on, hook them up. Any kind of movements that involve holding, say, the bar that tilts your wrist, these are perfect for. I've broken my wrists maybe I think it's 4 times on this side, twice on this side. So for me, I've got very weak wrists, which then affects the amount of weight that I can pull. My grip gives out before my muscles do. So these really. Next up we have the wrist straps. We had the wrist wraps, now we've got the wrist straps. These are from Beast Gear. I got these from Amazon again. The wonderful world of Amazon, everything comes from there. And they are a little stiff because they're new, but they've got rubber here along the tail end, so when obviously you're wrapping it to the bar, it gets really good grip. I think after maybe 3 or 4 tries they start to break in a little bit, so even though they are a little stiff to start with, they do wear in, and they are solid. Like, I can't see these giving in. I think I'm going to get a good few years out of these. They're fully stitched, solid, heavy duty. I would say they're heavy duty, and just when you are racking up quite a lot of weight, and like I said, if your grip goes before your muscles do, these are perfect. They don't interfere with your lift, but they just help bypass the grip in order to start pulling more weights. So yeah, these are a must. Next up we have a skipping rope. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of cardio, and I must admit I don't use this a lot either, But if you're traveling, or if you're trying to get in a quick, I don't know, 10-15 minutes hit session, and you're sick of the bike or you're sick of the treadmill, skipping is an amazing cardio session in terms of engaging your entire body. This is from Beast Gear again from Amazon. It's a good solid adjustable skipping rope. It comes with extra parts so that if the ends, if you lose them, or the bolting you lose them, you've got some spare ones, which is really good. Fluid motion is amazing, so you don't get tangled in it. You know, you're not waiting for the rope to come over. It's got a fluid, solid motion. Next up, we have gloves. I have two different sets. I have these Nike set, which are a little bit more, their material. They've got a little bit of padding on, but not a whole lot. And then I have these leather Lonsdale ones, that are a little bit more heavy duty for something like the bar. I used to wear these, but I don't wear them anymore, purely because I just felt like I had too much stuff on. I had the wraps, I had the straps. Can't even put these on as well because I look like a right wally. And you know what they say, calluses are earned. So yeah, I mean, if you're new to lifting or anything like that, and you don't want to get calluses on your hands, which I don't really mind, then these are an ideal solution to that. But again, like I said, if you're using the straps or you're using the wraps, these may get in the way. Next up, we have a screwdriver. This is for the Inzer belt. The buckle is adjustable on it, so if I need to tighten it, or if I need to move it or anything like that, this is a must. It's going to be difficult to do. Next up, we have resistance bands. I bought this set on Amazon. I think it was $9.99. Core Zone is made by. It comes in a nice little pouch, and you get a nice variety of resistance bands. You can use these to warm up your muscles if you want to start, working on your rotator cuffs, all of that sort of stuff. Just get the movement flowing. These are perfect, or if you want to use them for lower legs, for your lower body. And they come in all different strengths. This is the extra heavy, and then you've got ones like this, which are the extra light, so it has a wide range. They're solid as well. They've got a nice thickness to them, and they do the trick if you're just using them to warm up. If you use them to rehabilitate, like I said, I had double knee surgery back in March. So my lower half is a lot weaker than it should be, and my range of motion is pants as well. So that's what I bought these for, was for rehab. But so far they've been. Also, the best thing about this sort of things is look how small that pouch is. I think there was 6 resistance bands in there, and you just fold them up and toss them in your bag, so they don't take up a lot of space. Next up, I have massage balls. Or foam roller balls, all that sort of stuff. I do have a foam roller that I have here that I keep at home. I did used to take it with me to the gym, but even though it's only so this big, it kind of got in the way. It was a bit bulky for me to be dragging around, so I again went to Amazon. This is Plyopic, and it's just got 3 different types in there. Any little niggles or sore muscles, tightness, that sort of thing. It's good just to have a good stretching session, a good warm up before you start pulling on any heavy weights and whatnot. This one has the knobbles and whatnot on it, and it's semi-firm. You can squeeze it. This hurts, like it's concentrated because of the size of it and obviously the surface area. If you put that on your muscles or whatnot, it's going to hurt, but it does the trick. And I find that for me, I actually get a lot of benefit from foam rolling. This is the other one that I use most of the time. It's not quite a lacrosse ball. It is ridiculously firm and heavy though. And this one, if you've got tightness in your quads or anything like that, it's good just to give it a good roll up and down. And that definitely hurts. This one is more, it's like foam, but it's good for like your back or your neck, anything that you can't really get into. You just put it on your back. roll up and down the wall, jobs are good 'un. Again, the reasoning behind getting this was rehab, again for my tight muscles because of my knee op, but also comes in this nice tiny little pouch, and again all three of them just slot in there, straight up, toss it in the bag. So yeah, perfect for carrying around for injury prevention or rehab. Next up we have a shaker. This is Ghost. It's a supplement company that I use. I love the Ghost flavours and whatnot, and they have like a shaker of the month every month. I think this was last month, it was like Miami or something. But obviously if you're going to be taking pre-workouts or you're going to be taking creatine, protein, all that sort of stuff, you're going to need a shaker, so that's always in there. Next up we have a padlock. You know, most gyms have lockers and whatnot, and even though I take all of this to the gym, I don't drag it around the weights floor with me. I just take out what I need. So having a padlock is essential to make sure your stuff stays safe. Next up is the tiny towel. Nobody wants to be a sweaty Betty in the gym. I know a lot of people that don't use towels, but for the sake of, I don't know, £2-3, you can probably pick them up in Tesco's. It's definitely worth it. Doesn't need to be a large one or you know, anything spectacular, but it's just good to wipe down the machines after you're done, or maybe wipe down the machines after someone else has been done and not actually done it themselves. Just keeps everything nice and tidy, and it's kind of like gym etiquette. Next up we've got like body sprays and stuff like that, deodorants. I do carry a toiletries bag with me in my car, but I always keep like, you know, deodorants and sprays and whatnot in my actual gym bag. Last but not least, well no actually, I tell a lie, it's not last. Probably one of the most important things that I take to the gym with me is my headphones. These are the Beats Studio, I think, wireless headphones, and I love them. When you're lifting and you're, you know, moving around the weights floor, nobody wants to have wires and stuff attached. It's dangerous, it's annoying, it's distracting, so wireless headphones are an absolute must. These ones in particular, I've noticed, do drop signal every now and then. I don't know if it's a general problem. If it is a general problem, then you know they need to sort it out, but if it's not, then maybe I need to go and take mine back. But if you've got them and you've used them, let me know. Leave a comment in the description, not in the description, in the comment section below, and let me know if you've used them or what ones you use and what you would recommend. Next up is a good water bottle. I know you've got shakers for protein and whatnot, but you don't want to mix that with your water unless you're a savage and you don't care. So me personally, I don't like to mix them, so I've always got a giant water bottle with me. This one I think is 2.2 litres, and I try to do 2 of these a day. It helps with your skin, your muscles, it helps with your sleep pattern. Obviously, you know, sleep is very important for muscle gain, so you're going to be wanting to use this. And also it helps flood the muscles while you're pulling, and while you're working out, gives you even better pump. And last but not least is workout recorders. So I know a lot of people have like little books and stuff they take around with them. I'm a stickler for things like this. I can't just write it down because it would be too distracting. So I just printed one out, which I fill in before I go to the gym. It's got here my previous weight that I pulled for the last session, the weight that I'm going to pull now, the sets, the reps, the exercises, and whether it was completed or not. And then it's just got like little bit on the side that says notes, and then my measurements, which I haven't been putting in my measurements, but that's something I'm going to be doing more, just to really track how my progress is going and see if my plan is actually working, you know, and if I need to tweak anything and whatnot. So that's it, guys. That is all the stuff that I put in my gym bag in order to have the best session possible when I'm in the gym. The last thing you want to do is you want to turn up to the gym and you'll be like, oh damn it, I forgot my headphones, I forgot this, you know. If you fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That's, you know, that's a saying for a reason. So definitely make sure you take the time to pack your bag, make sure that you've got everything in there that you could possibly need, and then absolutely smash your sessions. But if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around. If you could take 2 seconds just to click that like button, it would really mean a lot to me. It will help the channel grow, it'll help my content get into other people's hands, which I really appreciate. And also, if you haven't already, smash that sub button, because we're going to be doing this regularly, and this is going to be some good content coming out. So please stick around for it, please join the fam, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.